ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. This is the old camera angle for those who don't remember. I thought I would bring it back because I've been engineering my own review video process. So this is it, this is the first one. I want your feedback. I'm going to start scoring stuff now at the very end, so look out for that. So if anyone has any games you'd like me to review, do tell me. I'll try and check them out. Dead Island and Deus Ex are quite recommended. Unfortunately, I haven't got nowhere near enough money to get all of them now. I'll probably get them early next year if possible. So if anyone has any hardware or software that you'd like me to review, tell me, send it to me, do whatever. I'll try and do it this way. So I've been playing Resistance 3. Awesome game, Sony sent it out to me. Awesome game, I've already spoiled the review, but nonetheless. So I was playing it and I was writing stuff down. So here's my review. Now Resistance 3, I have not played the first two. I'm guilty of that. And this is one of my bad points first. It doesn't give you enough detail of what happened in the first and second games. Now that's not a bad thing, because obviously it's my fault for not playing the first two. But as Sony's big game, you know, it's a big game for Sony, I think it was a little disappointing that they didn't have a large they didn't have a large, you know, review of the past two games. I mean, Yakuza 3, which I'm playing at the moment, has like 45 minutes of video for each game. So not that much, but just like, it did do a pretty good overview, which I was impressed by. But other than that, they really didn't tell you much. It looks really good for the setting. Like, the graphics aren't you know, pushing the PlayStation 3, but they definitely look good. The setting is post-apocalyptica. All these aliens are coming down, they're infecting everyone, and they're turning into these aliens and they're killing everyone. So you're hiding down underground, you're hiding anywhere you can, and it's really good. The tone is dark and depressing, it's very well done, kind of like Metro 2033. Everything's brown, but everything's brown in a sense where it's suitable for that game. So that was very impressive. The sound was really nice, the sound is really nice. The score is very, very upbeat to what's going on. And you have an interesting amount of enemies coming at you. Some enemies have a shield. Some enemies are really big and take a lot of bullets. Most enemies are small. There's these ones that fly really fast. There's ones with shield, armor. There's certain boss battles which are really well done as well. There's this huge, like, flea-looking thing that walks around. There's a huge ogre thing. And to kill them, obviously, you have to hit them in their weak spot, which is glowing red. And they're very well done, I thought, and they were very fun to do. And there's like mechanical big machine gun things where you have to throw pulse grenades. There's heaps of grenades in the game. There's 4 different types of grenades, which is pretty impressive. But it's a shame that the grenade throwing is terrible. You never know really where you're going to throw it, which is really disappointing, because the grenades could do so much more than they do. And there's parts in the game where there's these enemies, the robots that I was talking about, where they have these machine guns and they have a shield around them. So you can't... When I say shield, I mean like a... How do I describe it? Like a shield wall that you can see through, kind of like on Mass Effect and Halo. And you need to throw a pulse grenade to hit them. Well, I was throwing it over the top, I was throwing it to the left, to the right, I could barely hit them, and then I ran out of grenades, and that kind of annoyed me. So the grenade throwing mechanic isn't very nice, but the shooting mechanics in this game are very well done. You never get tired of it. There's heaps and heaps and heaps of different weapons. Assault rifles, such as the carbine, or carbine, however you want to pronounce it. They've got submachine guns that are really awesome, shotguns, grenade launchers. A lot of the enemy weapons, so obviously because they're more futuristic and spacey, you can have one that shoots ice beams, one that pretty much vaporizes everyone that you come in contact with. All the weapons have a secondary fire. So for example, there's a Magnum that shoots a bullet with an explosive in it, and you push the right trigger, or R2, and they'll blow it up and kill them, which is really awesome. Submachine gun, I think it's a submachine gun, I call that, it's called Deadeye. You can fire a, what would you call it, a dart, and you can hit that target no matter what, so you could be looking the other way and it'll spin around and hit them. Rocket launchers, shotguns, and all these guns have a really interesting mechanic where you can upgrade them by using them. So if you use the shotgun, for instance, you start off with standard slugs, nothing special. The secondary is like a grenade launcher type thing, and as you keep using it, eventually you'll unlock incendiary ammo, and then you'll unlock a better grenade launcher. The carbine, for instance, the more kills you get, you unlock a bayonet, and then you unlock something else. There's also a gun that can shoot through walls. That is awesome. It's called the Auger, I think it is, and you can upgrade that to do more damage, to look better. There's a 3-burst weapon called the Marksman. You can upgrade it to have a sight, so you can use it as such as a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are in the game as well. The storyline is quite interesting for me personally. I do like where aliens come to town and fuck shit up, which is what happened, so that was impressive. I was impressed by that. The whole game is available in co-op, which is very nice. I am a big fan of games that let you do co-op, and then a bigger fan of games that let you do the whole thing in co-op. So the whole single player is co-op. I believe it's only 2 people. I could be wrong on that. What the hell is this shit? I could be wrong on that. But the problems we encountered, I was playing with Jason, who's a friend of mine, and he broke the game 3 times. It crashed on him again, and then we tried to get through a door, and only I made it through the door, and then we had to restart. He had to back out and invite me, and we had to redo it that way. But it's still very nice that you can do the whole thing in co-op. It would make it a hell of a lot more fun. If you are playing through on co-op, I'd recommend playing on the hardest difficulty. And if you've played Resistance before, I'd recommend the hardest difficulty, because easy and normal are quite easy and normal. So you should do that. There's something that's really annoying. This isn't really the game's fault, but before you start the game, you have to watch like a 20-second, 30-second instructions on how to use the PlayStation Move, and I hate that. It should be optional. You should be able to skip it. I don't have a Move controller. Why do I need to watch it? Obviously all your weapons can be easily cycled through a very innovative, or not innovative, intuitive weapon wheel, such as Saints Row 2 and Red Dead Redemption. It pauses the game, which is nice, so you can easily select between weapons. You can have all your weapons at once, so you just scroll through the weapon wheel and you can swap quickly between 2. So if I had the shotgun and then I changed to the Magnum, if I were to then push the triangle button, it would swap back to the shotgun or the Magnum. It's very nice. There's really nice, this back to the depressing theme, there's very nice scenes in the game where you're walking through townships, and it's very depressing and it's very well done, so I have to commandeer them on that. According to Jason, it does look good in 3D. I do not have a 3D television, so I do not know. The game has quite long load times, but that's, once you get going, so if you were to turn the PlayStation off and then restart it and try and load up, it would take a while. But once you're in, I don't think I ever saw a load screen actually in the game, so that was nice. The cutscenes look very nice, the voice acting is very well done. The multiplayer I tried out for a bit and it was really laggy. I don't know if that's just because it's been released, but I was not a fan of the multiplayer. But I think that the weapons and the items you get are very innovative, and that could add a twist to a multiplayer, which is awesome. So I will check it out in the upcoming week. So that's my review of Resistance 3. It's a very good game. If you have a PlayStation, you should go out and buy it. It's not a generic first-person shooter. It adds a lot. It has a lot of great gameplay mechanics, such as all the weapons, all the enemies, all the levels. You're mostly doing nothing but shooting people, which I never had a problem with. It's not like, oh, now I'm on a minigun, now I'm on a... No, you're always just running around shooting people. But it is fun, the enemies are great, the game is great, so go and check it out. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out, have a good one, rate, comment and subscribe. Au revoir.